Hey YouTube. Well, I showed you some videos yesterday and there was one who was talking about a reflection of the left side. Well, let me put that to the ground once and for all for everybody. You see already in this frame, this is from where is it from? Tangolunda in Mexico. And this is just prior to sunset, and again as Serenity Lake said, in the morning at 6:30, 6:45 we will have this weird light, like there is two of them, and also here at sunset at 5:30 even beginning to show up. You see here in the frame already we have a circle, and some might already have made up their minds that this is some sort of sundog or whatever. But let me put it in the ground once and for all. We're dealing with something that kind of looks like this. This is a surveillance camera, but the principle is the same. You have a camera inside a dome to protect the camera against weather. That's why it's inside a dome. And light hits this dome before it hits the lens. And that can, at certain angles, give a different light, or it can give a circular vision like here because of the dome. And as we saw up in my last upload, up in the corner I was announced that there was a light up there, but that is that reflection depending on the angle of from where the sun is actually shining through the dome to the lens before it being picked up. So there's absolutely no mysterious about that. Let's put that in the ground. But this one is undeniable too. One problem we do have is we do not actually see with our own two eyes in the sky at sunrise, at sunset yet two light sources. But we are picking it up with this digital imagery that we have in our hands, and we can go get online anywhere on the world, called sky camps or something like that. But just to make it absolutely clear, oops, there again. The sun is beginning to set. The black dot is because the light is the brightest right there, and digital imagery has a very hard time picking that up, so it makes it into a black dot. Note that these digital cameras are much higher quality than your iPhone is, meaning your iPhone or Androids can actually, and also camcorders digital, can take damage of looking at the sun directly. You can destroy your camera by that and it will be gone. There will be black spots on your camera when you take pictures, and that is those pixel areas in the cell of the photo or light sensitive area on the camera's pixels, and they're permanently damaged. You can't fix it. But let's take it from here. These frames are 2 minutes apart. Just for your knowledge, you can watch it up in the right corner so you're not mistaken. So every second minute this camera is taking a picture, and it progresses. Sunset in Tangolunda. And now watch when the sun disappears behind this little rocky hill. Still visible, and now it's behind. It's no longer visible. You see there's a dome, and it kind of looks like an eye right down, and the sun is setting. Sun is still setting, and now we get the characteristic reddish light all over the horizon. Sun is still in the process of setting it, possibly still above the horizon, but we can't see that because of the mountain ridge. And we're very familiar with these pictures, are we not? In daily life, or already out here, we see chemically induced clouds manipulated, either from space or from ground. I cannot tell. Now, watch what's happening here. The sun is already below the horizon now, okay? There's only the redness from it, but watch what's happening now. There's a light coming, and it's moving to the left, where we saw our sun going to the right, going down. Watch this hue. Look, it's moving to the left. Something is moving in an opposite direction of our own sun. And it quickly dissipates again. So something is following in almost the same ecliptic as our own sun. Actually going opposite, it's actually going upwards. Or more ecliptic, but still in a little angle that makes this vision possible. And night came. So let's go back to the beginning again and have a look. I also have another recording I want to show you. It's first in natural speed, and then I slowed it down to half speed. And again we see evidence that something is going on in the horizon, or in space, let's say that. We already see here in this frame that chemtrails are associated with the sunset. There's no question about that. You see it up here and around the sun. You see that is moving. The sun is setting. And remember, every frame is 2 minutes apart. And now, next frame, the sun there vanishes behind the hill. There's only the top of the sun left here, and that's why we have this little hue here, because there's still some of the sun disk visible for the camera. That gives that effect. And again, you see the sunlight retracting, disappearing. Now it's gone, pretty much. But what's happening now is another light source is appearing. And it's very clearly. The sun is not zigzagging up and down to create our sunset. That's impossible. That's not happening. And you see this light is moving in an opposite direction of the sun. There is something there. Now that sets too. It didn't actually come above the horizon, but it damn well came close. Or maybe it actually broke the horizon, and that is why I'm talking about that we are having, as you see here in this frame, we have a blanket. When we look out in the horizon, we have this darkness, kind of like grayish. It's not blue, it's kind of grayish. It looks like a curtain all the way around, like a wall, and you can't see through it. And that's because our atmosphere is saturated with this chemtrail. So when you're looking through on the horizontal plane, you're looking through the vast concentration of chemtrails, and that's why it's not possible for you to see through it. But when you're looking straight up, you're actually looking at a shorter distance, and therefore there's not the saturation, and you will actually see the sky appear blue, or baby blue, not deep blue as it once were. When I was a kid, it was deep blue. It's not anymore. It's milky blue. But again, before my time runs out, sun is setting. And there's also some, I want to tell you something. Imitation of another person is the greatest compliment that person can have or be given by another one. Yeah, I know. They're on their way too. And that compliment I would give to Igor Kostelac. He should be a little more active in his productions than he is, and pick up some more. That would be nice, because he really got some astounding footage that really shows that we are dealing with two light sources in our sky. So yeah, I'm doing the same right now as he's doing. I am intending to be a little more thorough, because I am determined to see it showing up. The sun disappears, and now another light source come up. There, you see it flares up, it's getting extremely bright, very bright, almost like the sun is freaking coming back, pluming up, slanting to the left, and dissipate. And you see the brightest side of that light, let's go back, is here in that area. Our sun set right there in that hole. This one is over here, the brightest spot, and you can clearly see it. There it breaks, and now it goes down. It just glances the horizon. It just peeps up and then it vanishes again. And night comes. Over and out. God bless you.